no. Who saw that coming?
One. Here we are again, 2 times in the same week, Rob.
I'm getting tired of seeing you.
All right, that's not nice. Ashlee Woodward is here.
Hey, guys.
Better known as Skyler's better half.
That's right.
Ashlee, for you folks at home, if you saw last night's show, you know why Ashlee's here? Because we did a show last night, and Ashlee grinded the show to a halt for about 10 minutes.
She was up on that cage and peeking through.
And then she left. We got the show going again, and then Skyler popped up. And then I busted his balls relentlessly about his performance yesterday. I didn't get into it, but he knew what I was saying, and that's all that matters. Ashlee, thank you for joining us here on Level 2 Billiards Live. You are at Derby. Are you having fun? What are you not having fun?
It's Derby.
Yeah,
it's always fun the first couple of days, and then it's just grueling. It's exhausting. You're over it.
Yeah. I mentioned that last night. It's a marathon. As a matter of fact, the last time I started to bring this up last night, and then I got kind of sidetracked. The last time I was at Derby, I was with Skyler, and I remember saying to Skyler, one of the days in the second week, it's just such a grind, right? I remember saying to Skyler, I will see you next week, meaning after Derby. And he goes, where are you going? I said, I'm going to Disney World. And he goes, what? It's Derby. I go, I can't take it anymore. I'm going to Disney World. And I left Derby. There was only like 2 days left or 3 days left. It was towards the end. It's not like I missed a lot. And I went because I have a friend that lives in Orlando, and I reached out to him, and I went to Disney for a couple days, or to Florida, I should say, for a couple days, and then we did go to Disney. And then I think the next time, I went to Disney for Orlando or whatever for like a week, and then I think the following week I met him met back up with him, I believe in Paducah. I believe. But whatever. But there was many a night that I slept on Skyler's couch in Paducah. I don't know if you know that.
I did know that.
That's before you, actually. Before you. And then you came into his life, and he kicked me out of it and said, Jay, go somewhere else. I got Ashlee now.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay, Ash. It's okay. All right.
Women come in and they start streamlining everything.
Oh, bro. The second Ashlee came into Skyler's life, I was out.
But you got cheese balls.
I did get cheese balls. I did. There's a lot of. I can come up with 1,000 great stories of my time on the road with Skyler and all the events that I saw him. For you guys at home, Ashlee and I were just talking with Rob for a few minutes. Ashlee didn't even know that I just saw Skyler when he was in Philadelphia. He didn't tell you. That's crazy. I can't believe that I'm gonna have chit chat with him. Ashlee, I have some questions for you.
Okay.
That is unique that I haven't really been able to ask anybody that's ever come onto the show before.
Okay.
Because you have a unique perspective. As the love of Skyler's life.
Oh, thank you.
The most beautiful mother of his children.
Thank you, Jay.
It's really your children. I think he does good. I like that whole pajama picture, by the way, for Christmas.
Thank you.
That's you. I know that
we had to match. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know that's you because Scott. I know what Skyler would have everybody wearing: diapers and a T-shirt.
We're lucky to even get a T-shirt on.
Yeah, okay.
Hillbilly starter kit.
What is it like? All right, so I'm going to give you some scenarios, and I want you to tell me what it's like. Certain scenarios.
Okay.
When Skyler is at maybe a less produced event where stream maybe is not readily available, you don't know what's going on, whatever you know, it's because you're talking to him on the phone or whatever. What is that like, not knowing? Do you feel like you're like out of touch? Like, because I know your involvement in what he does, match to match, you're right there. You're enough, which is good. I mean, you want that from your wife, right?
Yeah.
Well, but what's it like when he's at some oddball tournament that you don't have all kinds of access to information?
I love it.
You love it.
Love it. I don't stress. I'm not worried. I'm not sweating the matches, and I'm not on the edge of my seat. I actually get to relax while he's at a tournament. When I have access to the stream and I'm watching it, I'm sweating all of his matches, I get stressed. And I'm just as nervous at home as I am when I'm there. So when I don't have access to it and I can't see it, I would prefer it like that because it's all him. Shoot me with updates. I don't have to watch the grind myself.
Right.
That's what I was going to ask. So when you're there watching, do you hang on every shot, or do you find like little pockets and space out for a second, or are you just every shot he's on? Are you there?
No, I have to space out. I'll go crazy. I get nervous, and when he won the Derby City Classic in what was it, 2019?
Yeah,
2019 when he won the Derby City Classic, I was behind the curtain for the last rack, standing on a chair, peeking over. I couldn't stand in my seat. When
he's at a tournament and you're there, where you sit in the arena, is it predominantly the same? Like, do you typically sit behind him? Do you typically sit in front of him? Or is there no thought like that?
There's not. I mean, I just try to sit on that side of the arena, like whichever chair is his. I try to sit on that side of it, but I try to stay as far out of the camera line as possible. So just because I move a lot because I get nervous and I don't want him down on a shot or me to shark him in his line of vision or anything like that. Right. He says it doesn't, but I'm not dumb.
Well, I actually, some people at home will send me a DM and tell me I'm a jerk off for this, but that's okay. When he was in Philadelphia playing in that event, let's just say he was playing less than stellar player.
Mm-hmm.
He and I had a conversation the whole time while he was playing. Not to be disrespectful to the guy he was playing against,
mm-hmm.
but it's crazy to me how he is about to get down on a shot, and right before he gets down on the shot, he's answering like we're having a conversation. It's weird that he can do that. Now, listen, he wasn't. I mean, Oscar was there. He wasn't playing Oscar. Tyler
Mm-hmm.
was there. He wasn't playing Tyler. He was playing. A C player like. Not to knock. I don't remember who the guy is, but not to knock him. But when he's walking around the table and doing the things and the expressions that he's making, you know what he's thinking. You got all that figured out. That's all wired out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The look on his face, I know exactly what his thought is.
When he loses a big event, a big match, maybe gets knocked out, maybe something important. Okay. Not Mosconi. Forget Mosconi because that's we're going to talk about that separate.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to talk about that separate. The vacation known as Mosconi. But when what happens immediately following? Let's say get knocked out of a big event or something like that, or took a big loss or something like that. What is? Take us through what happens immediately following that. Do you talk to him? Do you leave him be? What happens? And I know he doesn't get crazy mad. He's not like he's of one of the things that I find it most admirable about him and respect is his demeanor, no matter what the circumstances are. Right? He's always calm. He never loses his mind or anything like that. But what's that like? Take us through what it's like after a big loss.
I'll get the usual text message. I lost. I'll get an update of what happened, how he feels that he played, but he won't call me.
Mm.
He doesn't call me. The reason being is I'm a sore loser. And if the message is I had opportunities or I'm watching and, he just misses balls that he doesn't normally miss, I'm like, we know what that's from. It's lack of practice. So I'm a little bit more of the harder on him side of it because if I don't feel like he's performing at his best or he could have done something prior leading up to it to help him produce better, then I'm a little bit harder on him and he avoids me.
Hmm.
Do
So
you
if
ever catch him while he's playing and maybe he's playing bad at the time? Do you ever try to catch his eye and go, "Hey, pick it
all the
up"?
time, all the time, or I'll shoot him a text message and I'm like, "Get your head out of your ass! Like, let's go. You're losing, and you shouldn't be." So I definitely am the one that nips it in the bud immediately, which could be good or bad, but
I have a rule that I established a long time ago with Skyler, or like maybe when I first met him, and that is when he's playing, I don't text him, right? Um, like a couple hours before the match or a couple hours after the match, right? But if it's the end of the night and and I know he's laying in bed with the air conditioner at 50 degrees or something like that,
60 right now.
ridiculous. It's unbelievable with him. Uh, it's he's like an Eskimo.
I'm
Anyway,
the same way.
but
You just sleep better.
I'll tell you this, and I'm sure he doesn't tell you this. I'm sure he does it. But there's been a lot of I don't want to say a lot, but maybe in all the years that I've known him, 12 times, or I'd say about a dozen times, where I have said to him, Skyler, I am going to talk to you for a second. Focus. Don't, just sit down or whatever and focus. And like kicked his ass about maybe a performance that he had or where he's been or whatever. And a few of those times, and I don't want to say every time because that's unfair, but a few of those times, the next week, he came up with a win, So I feel like I might have a little, like 0.5% influence on him bearing down. My opinion is, and I saying this, he's my friend. I support him wholeheartedly, but because he's my friend, I got to be honest. And a lot of times, he just got to settle down. He just got to settle down,
Yep.
And you know what I mean by that because you know Skyler.
I do.
I know that this was a thing in the past. I'm assuming it is now. That's why I'm asking you. Does he still have a lot of conversations with his dad about matches and things like that, or that's
Yes and no. When his dad's, really involved in the tournament and stuff, he'll get, the how'd it go, no more losses, pick it up, you know what you got to do. He does have them, but when they get to more of a feeling like he's just getting bitched at, he'll just shut it down.
Yeah. Which is what he did in the past too. So that hasn't changed either.
No.
I get it. It's your dad, right? You don't want it. The last person you want to hear it from is your dad, right? Because when he is hearing it from his dad, he already just heard it from his wife, right? Heard from you.
Oh yeah, I beat him to it.
Yeah. All right. Rob, you have a question? Let me hold. I never give Rob a chance. Rob, I'm sorry. You just go ahead.
I want to hear some of his questions.
Rob's?
No, it's there's a baseline. You guys obviously know each other. You knew Sky first, but for people like myself who we just got introed, a few minutes before this, I want to know like where you're from originally. How is it that you and Sky came to cross paths? Stuff like that.
I know that story. Let's hear what version she tells.
I'm from Lubbock, born and raised in Texas. So I'm a country girl, not a redneck, so don't get it twisted. There's a difference. There's a big difference in country and redneck.
No, we're not nothing.
Okay. How we met, mutual friend, told Deborah, hey, I got a cute girl. She needs a good guy. They introduced us. We hit it off, talked, for a month. And then he's like, hey, come to Vegas. So we go to Vegas. We're like hanging out, We decided, we made it a point to tell each other, no strings attached. We're not doing this. We're not looking for anything. We're just going to have fun. Hey, I met you. I think you're cute. Okay. We get hammered. I miss my flight home. I miss my flight. I miss work. I call in. He's like, hey, I actually like you. I want to keep this going. Yada, yada, yada. Next thing you know, what happened in Vegas didn't stay in Vegas.
So were you knowledgeable about pool before you guys met, or your education was him?
No, I was into pool before I met him.
You were an APA player, right?
I was actually better at pool before I met him. Because once I got with him, I quit playing. But a couple of friends of ours, or of mine, went and he was playing CJ Wiley in Dallas. And I was like, you know what? Like, I really want to go meet this guy. I think he's cute. So this is how my friend even had the idea to introduce me and Skyler to his mom. Was because I told her I was going. Like, I really want to meet this guy. Well, he beat CJ Wiley in Dallas that night, and he was bombarded by girls. Like, ran to him, and I'm like, no, that ain't me. I don't do that. So we left. And I told her about it the next day, and she was like, oh, okay, well, I might just know his mom. And I'm like, no, like, don't worry about it. And I actually played pool three or four. I was playing for 3 or 4 years before I even met Skyler.
Wow.
Yeah.
What kind of cue did you play with before you met Skyler?
Predator.
Ah.
I played with the Predator Revo.
That's because you didn't know any better.
I didn't.
Yeah.
My pool stick looked better than my game was. I'll tell you that.
As most pool players are like that.
Yeah.
We pay for the Panther.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what's interesting about what you said about that story? I actually know that story very intimately.
I told her right?
Yeah, you told exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think the interesting thing that you said there, and I think you'll agree, is the whole with all the girls around him. He's not like that. I mean, they come to him. He's not out looking for them, right?
Absolutely not. Yeah.
I've never seen him looking for them ever.
Yeah.
Now,
oh no, they rushed to him.
right,
He didn't even have his pool sticks up. Yeah.
Yeah.
When was the first fight? When did the first time you had to beat one of these broads off? Like, hey,
Text
my
is
guy.
open. Text is open. My first text is open. A girl asked me to take a picture. We were just standing there talking, we weren't holding hands, nothing, because I'm the girl version of Skyler. And we were sitting there, just talking. This girl says, hey, Skyler, can I get a picture with you? And I was like, yeah, I'll take it. Like didn't think anything. She goes, okay, cool. She goes, she like puts her arm around his waist, put her hand on his chest, kind of like put her head on him. I said, okay, here you go. And I handed her phone back. She said, oh, you didn't take the picture. I said, I'm not going to. Get your hand off my man.
Oh, look at you.
She said, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I said, it's fine, but you're not getting a picture. I said, if you can't respect me, get out of here. Like, no, I don't expect you to know who I am, but at least, even if he was somebody's man, you don't just touch somebody's man like that.
But it's also disrespectful to Skyler as well.
Oh, I'm telling him. I'm telling him.
Fine. Yeah, Skyler, whatever. But it's also disrespectful to him as a person to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
And it puts him in a bad spot because, Skyler, he's too nice. He's not going to say anything.
Yeah, he does not say nothing to nobody. Which it makes no sense that he and I are friends because I'm the exact opposite. I know. But I have a question for you that you may find to be unusual. Rob might find it to be unusual, but whatever.
Wow,
What do you watch on Netflix?
Yes. I just finished Grey's Anatomy, and I just finished The Resident, and I am starting All American. Well, I've watched All American. I'm on the last season until they come out with a new one. But my Netflix series doesn't show what I actually am into. My favorite show is Criminal Minds.
All right.
Do you recycle stuff back? Do you always have to progress on to something new, or do you have like series that's like I need to watch this like every 3 months?
No.
It's always forward.
Always forward. I watch one thing and I watch it until I'm done, and then I start something new. But I'll never go back.
Do you have a player that you would say removing Skyler from the mix is your? I don't want you to say it if you don't want to, if you feel comfortable. Do you have a player that you cheer for, you're a fan of, outside of Skyler?
Billy.
I'm mad at Billy right now, so we're going to stop that conversation right now because Billy's on timeout. Not allowed on level 2 billiards. He knows it. But that's a good answer because you're friends with Billy too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But there's a couple like smaller players. Of course I cheer for Shane and stuff like that, but Billy.
Right,
and then
good.
like the lower ones like Nick. I cheer for Nick. I love Nick to death. But if we're talking like high end, high finishing tournaments, then Billy.
Right. One thing that I'll tell the folks at home about you, I could tell them a lot of things about you, but 2 things. I'm going to say 2 things.
That was 3. That was 3.
It's my show. I can count however I want. There is nobody, Rob, let me tell you this about Ashlee. There is nobody that I've met in the pool world. Pool tournament to pool tournament.
You met a lot of people.
And I've met a lot of people that there's nobody that will put up with your shit like Ashlee. She will fucking shut you down. She don't care who you are. If you agitate her, you're getting thrown out. Because she's already, wherever we are, she's already tied into whoever the ownership is. You're getting thrown out. If you agitate this one, out the door. Okay? If you say something she don't like, she'll let you get away with it one time. After death.
Yeah, it's like you start the clock, and then before it dings, they got to leave.
I get that a lot. Like, you're not the first person to tell me this.
Because I know you. I'm gonna read this.
Wait, is this a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing. Okay. I'm gonna read this message to you that I got from Skyler. It's actually on my iPad.
It's funny because you texted me and said, "How's it going?" I didn't respond.
And when he said this, I spoke to him right before you texted me.
Mm-hmm.
What was? I just want to read one line that he said, and when he said it, it was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I know. He said, plus, she's the CEO. We were talking about you. And I know exactly what that means, because you're the CEO of everything that has to do with Skyler, right? You just bought a new business.
I did.
Action 24/7. It's an apparel company. We're going to, Rob, I think we should fire Jamie and sign a deal with Action 24/7.
I'll get the paper started.
Let me ask you a question. It's Derby week, right? Jamie has Derby apparel. Do you see any of it on me? No. Am I wearing a Jamie hat? No, because I don't have nothing.
I just put its logo on the wall. I can take it down as quick as I put it up.
Yes, yeah. We could put Action 24/7 there. You have a new line coming out. What's the timetable on that? Tell us about Action 24/7.
We just actually redid the logo after we purchased it. So we're taking it more out of just being able to be in pool, and we're going to be able to spread it across multiple sports, industries, everything like that. We're going to try to make it bigger, of course, but we're looking at 2 to 4 weeks maybe for our new line of inventory, which is new logos, everything like that. If you actually go to the Action 24/7 Facebook page, we're having a sale right now. Everything is 25% off of all the old stuff.
And what is it called? What is it? Action
24/7.
All right, so I will put that up. Well, first off, it's right here, and then I will also put it up on my page. Okay. Now,
thank you.
Just so you know, Jamie has an ad up on my page. Jamie gets all kinds of stuff, but I get nothing from this guy.
I need to send y'all some stuff for sure.
Yeah, send us stuff. We'll definitely rock it on the show. This guy has a whole nother show that he does by himself. I'm pointing that out because he never invites me on it. Never invites me. That's okay. Actually, I have a question.
Okay.
I have 2 questions for you.
That's still 3.
Why are you busting my balls? I've been nothing but nice to you. You're busting my balls.
This is our relationship.
I know.
Just because
I love
we're on
it.
camera does not mean I can't pick on you still.
No. I love it. I encourage it. Actually, what is your fondest J memory?
Oh. The Hennessy match.
When he was yelling, I told you that story, Rob. When he was yelling at me, and I was yelling back at him, Rob, I've told you that story.
What happened again? You opened a candy.
I had my iPad in my hand, and you know how it lights up when you get a message or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what happened, right? And it was the TV table, and it was his shot. And Hennessy takes 25 fucking minutes between each shot, right? Skyler wants to murder him because of how long he's taking, right? And I'm holding it like this. It's not even facing him. I'm holding it like this, and it lights up. But he could see that it lit up. He's not down on the shot. He's still doing his marathon around the table 10 times, right? And he comes at me. Now remember, he's on the TV table. And guess what I do? Because you know me, Rob, I come right back to him. I said, shut the fuck up and go back to the table, bro. If that bothered you, then get out of here. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, but at this point, Jay is red. Like he's off. Like he's not Jay. He's like the devil. He was so mad.
Oh, that's when he becomes
like,
Jay Lansky.
Yeah, it's Jay
whoever that is. I don't know, but yes. And I'm like, Jay, it's all right. He goes, no, it's not. And I'm like,
don't come at me with your drama. You know, I understand Hennessy's got a style, right? It's not one that I approve of, right?
I don't care for it either.
Yeah, but I get it. But bro, if you're having a bad match or you whatever, don't bring that to me. You know what?
For the excuses. The excuses.
Right.
That's what gets me.
He was in Philadelphia, and I was thinking about that because that was at jobs in Nashville.
In Nashville.
JOBs in Nashville. That's where that happened. And when I saw him in Philadelphia, when I went to see Skyler, when I went to have lunch with Skyler, he was there, and the entire time he was sulking. The entire time that I was in that building, he was mad about something. And I said,
Did he talk to you?
No, he wouldn't remember who I am, you know. But he was mad the whole time he was there. And I said, you know what? In my head, I said to myself, there's nobody better that deserves that. Whatever you have going on in your head, you deserve it because you're a jerk. I will tell you my best. I know you didn't ask me, but I will tell you my best memory. I forget the name. You know what? It just came up too. Jamie mentioned it last night, and I forget the name of it already. The place where the Jason played SVB and Skyler played Earl. That room, whatever it's called.
They were in two different rooms. One was at the horse
Snookers.
track, and the other
Not
one was at Snookers.
What was the other? What was the first one?
Skyler played Jason Shaw at the horse track.
No.
In Grand Prairie.
No, I wasn't at that one. When Jason played Shane, and then a separate time Skyler played Earl. Remember,
That's when Skyler and Billy commentated that match.
No, that was in Oklahoma.
SVB or Colio.
That was in Oklahoma. That match.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know what you're talking about.
Whatever the name of the bar was, it doesn't matter. And
it was a bar. Great.
And this is my greatest memory, and you'll remember this, I'm sure. I was taking pictures. The promoter, we talked about that promoter last night that we're not allowed to say his name. Phil.
MMP?
Yeah. Hired me to do the photography and all that stuff. And I took that epic photo of you and Skyler sitting at the end. Do you remember that picture? Sitting.
One of my favorite pictures, and I'm looking at him laughing.
Yeah. And that, like, for me, I was just learning how to become a photographer, trying to get good at it. I was all right. I wasn't great. But it was just such an epic capture. I don't have it anymore. I wish I had it.
I still have it. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, I would love to put that on my page.
It's one of my favorite.
I would love to put that on my portfolio page because it's kind of like in the early part of my career, really, right? And it was a pretty cool, And actually, if you send it to me, I'll re-edit it because I'm a much better editor today than you see. I'm going to send you my page so you can see where I'm at now. Some of the stuff that I do now is ridiculous. Rob will tell you. What is the biggest downside to being the wife of a superstar?
The schedule. Only having him at home for 80% of the year. I'm lucky to get him home for a full month or for a full week in a month. It's brutal. And it doesn't make it easier with kids.
Yeah, and the holidays, right? I mean, he insists to be home for Halloween. I know that's a big one. Gotta be home
That
for Halloween.
one, birthdays and Christmas.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving, no. Valentine's, no. Birthdays, no. But I mean, he makes it work.
yeah.
But it's hard.
And when he's home, he's not playing anyway, right? I mean, let's face it, right?
Not
I mean,
really,
you got a
no.
table, but no. Listen,
Yeah.
I know he doesn't. The
He's
table,
lucky to get 45 minutes a day.
I bet you he's not even doing that. Is he
No,
doing that?
no, not consistently.
No,
No.
no. This is the only guy I know, Rob, and maybe you do know this about Rob. He doesn't warm up. He'll take a stick out, put it together, he doesn't warm up. This guy. It's 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 crazy. What is the coolest thing about being married to a superstar?
Watching him live out his dream.
Oh,
It's what
it's
he's always
not the,
wanted.
all right. It's not the money,
No,
but the money helps, right?
there's not as much in it as you think.
Well, I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm not going to get into specifics because I don't want to put your personal. But Skyler and I were having a conversation recently. Okay, it's okay. You can tell me whatever you want, but Skyler and I were, okay, because I know what's in the driveway. Let me just put it that way. I know what's
You
in the
know what's
driveway. In the driveway. Okay.
his truck?
No. What are you driving? Don't say the name, but aren't you
The
driving
Tahoe?
something special? No. Aren't you driving something else special?
How about the Range Rover?
Oh, Range Rover. Range Rover. That little girl from Lubbock driving a Range Rover.
Tahoe ain't no cheap
Oh,
car
just
either.
country. I'm just a country girl. That's what she said at the beginning of this conversation.
That Range Rover, the only reason we got it is because we got it at 2.9%, and it's to build my credit because this girl did not have good credit.
All right. I'm happy that you're driving a Rover.
I want to get rid of it.
Telling
We're
me
looking to
you're
sell
a
it.
country girl from Lubbock.
If anybody in Lubbock wants to buy this Range Rover, please hit me up.
I thought Range Rovers were sacrilege out in Texas. I thought it was all about Chevy and you got to have that bow tie.
She's bougie now. She's married to a superstar.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh man, not a redneck. I'm a country girl from driving that."
I'd rather drive the Ram. I just don't like parking it in the garage.
Are you staying in Texas forever?
I hope so. Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. All right. Because you did steal him away from Kentucky. I mean, when's the last time he's been to Paducah?
Well, we actually had a trip planned the first week of February, right after Derby, and he actually ends up going to Emerald Billiards because he got a really sweet offer from him. So now we are pushed to the third week of February.
Huh. All right. Paducah is actually a pretty cool town. I actually like it. There's not a lot there to do, but one thing that they do have there in Paducah that you don't think would be in Paducah, but they have it, is the hibachi place.
Tokyo Hibachi.
Tokyo Hibachi. and then there's that one bar that he and I always went to. I don't know the name of it. I know how to get to it from where he lived. He'll know which bar it is. And then
Casey's?
that sounds
Sully's.
No, Sully's is further away, right?
It's in Metropolis.
Yeah, no, I've been there. That's where the kid plays.
Yes.
I see he just got married. The kid.
Yeah, Austin.
Is he still playing? Local,
I guess
right?
so. He actually did pretty good in the Birmingham, Alabama. He got 5th, 6th.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. And he had a baby, I think, too, right?
No.
Oh, I thought they had a baby. Oh,
that's his stepkid.
Oh, he married into that. All right. Yeah. At 20, he married into that. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
See the facial expressions she's made? He doesn't listen. That part. Say that. The name of that town again.
Metropolis.
Yeah, they don't even have the internet there yet. You've been there.
That's BFE.
From where I'm from, that place is BFE. I want to tell you a short story. I'm sure you've heard it before. I just want to remind you. We're in Paducah. Skyler says we're going to go out tonight. We're going to go see some friends or whatever. He takes me. I don't know where the hell we are, but in the middle of nowhere. Okay.
Rockers.
Farms. And we pull up to this place, and I will get out of the the truck, or whatever he drove. I don't remember what it was we were in. And I said to Skyler, I said, let's play a joke. And he goes, what do you want to do? I said, we'll walk in, and I'll say, I'm here, like I'm special, instead of him, right? And what is it? What is the name of the place?
Is it Rockers or KC's?
No, I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. It's far away from his house, though. And it was BCA night, because that's part of the story. Anyway, so we did that. Skyler's behind me. I walk in. I'm here. And lo and behold, Skyler walks in right behind me. They actually knew me there. So it wasn't a joke. And they really took it that I was really saying that. Because I was wrong. Right? And all these people came over and were like, can't believe you're here, blah, blah, blah. Right? This is in the peak of the old level 2 page when it's, blowing up and stuff like that. And the tournament, the guy who owned that BCA wasn't in the building. They called him, got some kind of rule made, and they put me on the team for the night. And I played league night there. They put me on whatever team. Somebody gave me a cue because we're just going to hang out. We didn't go to play. And I played league night there that night. I was an official BCA member for that league, wherever that was in Indiana, right? Or Illinois, I don't know where we were, which was really cool. We played 2 matches, and the second match I was horrible because I was at that point I was just straight up drunk because everybody's buying us drinks and whatever. And that was another fun night with Skyler. It was another fun night. I didn't drink this much until I met Skyler, by the way.
Such bad influence.